what they want. What's your best time?
Oh shit, it's not working the way I want it.
Yeah. Yo. Welcome back to another episode of hdsportspod podcast. I'm your host, Wayne. I'm here with my other co-hosts, Chubbs and Joe. Smooth cannot make it with us today, sadly. I think he got COVID. Hopefully he doesn't. But we do have Pompey in the building to represent.
Yes, sir. Round of
You
applause.
for coming on. Appreciate you for coming on, my guy.
Already.
All right, man. So in this episode, obviously, we'll be discussing everything that happened in week 5 this Sunday. Talking about the Steelers, the Bengals, the Niners, the Cowboys, MVP race, everything. But I think we just have to go ahead and get started with the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Baltimore Ravens. Would you guys say this is the best rivalry in football?
It's between them.
Best
and
rivalry in sports.
I think it's between them and Dallas and the Eagles.
Nah. I don't know about the Dallas and the Eagles.
I honestly think everybody on here is biased, but Dallas and Eagles.
I'm not being biased.
I was gonna say Dallas Giants,
but Eagles have been very.
I'm gonna definitely say definitely the best rivalry.
Nah,
I'm gonna definitely say best.
I mean, Giants are good because Lawrence Taylor and obviously what they had back then with the with Dallas and stuff. So I think that's pretty good. But I'm not saying it's not up there. It's definitely one of the top rivalries.
That's that best rivalry in sports. I don't know about that.
Like, that's wild.
I think it's best rivalry in sports, right, bro. I mean, as of in our
not the best rivalry in the NFL though. Like,
it is, dude. It is.
I think that's biased.
I mean,
very biased.
But the reason I'm saying it.
Go ahead.
You look at the, obviously from when they got it, like the old teams, like those games were crazy from Ray Lewis, Ben. But like if you look at the last decade, or not even last 5-6 years, every game comes down to either a touchdown or 2-3 points. What other rivalry you saying every year it comes down to like one score? Either Cowboys or Eagles, sometimes they're getting washed one of those games. Every time these guys play, it's a touchdown or a point, and it comes at the very, very end of the game. That's lit as fuck. That's a rivalry.
What was that Christmas? Was that Christmas Day game when Antonio Brown
took
the ball out? Was that Christmas or was that
even when the Ravens win, it's like a last second kick. It's a field goal usually. Like,
listen, I have them up there. I'm not saying they're not up there. I'm not saying it's not up there. I'm not saying it's not close.
I think it's the best rivalry in football.
All I'm saying is,
what other rivalry is better as of late in this generation, in our generation? You're saying Eagles?
I'm not saying in our generation. Cowboys? I'm saying in NFL history.
Yeah, I think the Ravens and the Steelers definitely got it. I mean, the only other rivalry I could think about that was always cracking for like a whole decade.
I mean,
was probably like the Packers and the Bears, and maybe I'm being biased about that, but like you gotta look back at the numbers for that too.
Yeah,
those are teams.
I was about to say Packers and the Bears.
Yeah, they've been in the league since the dawn of the NFL, and they've always been rivals. So like,
I mean,
that's what I can only think about. But like, they haven't even been like.
I mean,
in the last like 10 years, they haven't even been like the Steelers and the Ravens.
Crazy take, but I don't even think that the Eagles and Cowboys are the best rivalry out of that division.
I mean, no,
it's
Washington and Cowboys. That's the rivalry.
A lot of people have the Baltimore Ravens and the Steelers as number one, the biggest rivalry. But the Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys are right behind them.
No,
so that's what I'm saying. It's not far off.
No.
What do you mean? How are the Eagles
and Dallas have a bigger rivalry than the Eagles have?
Why are you bringing up Washington?
Historically, that's what I'm talking about.
Washington rivalry.
I think the Cowboys and Giants are bigger than both.
I'm talking about historically. I'm telling you, the Redskins and Cowboys were the biggest rival out of that group.
Historically, looking at the things that I'm looking at now, Philadelphia and the Dallas Cowboys are one of the biggest rivalries. Ravens and Baltimore. The Ravens and the Steelers are one. They have them at one. A lot of people have them at. I looked at 5 different lists. A lot of them have them at one. The only time they're only 2 one time. So yes, you guys.
Cowboys' biggest rival, the Cowboys Commanders rivalry is national. That's their biggest rival. Is the Commanders.
As of right now,
I'm just saying.
You're talking about. So Chuck, you're just talking about recently. So how are you going to bring it up? And in all time, if you're talking about these lists that I'm looking at, all of them have the Dallas Cowboys over the Dallas Cowboys and the Eagles, also the Dallas Cowboys and the Giants over Washington Commanders, bro. Like,
yeah, okay, as of late. But if we're going by as of late, then the Ravens.
Oh, history. I'm talking about history-wise. History-wise, they still have those teams over them. Like,
I seen some shit that said Cowboys said Packers.
Yeah, I mean, I would say this is the biggest rivalry in NFL because I think all the college rivalries are way bigger than any major sport rivalry.
Yeah,
And I would still put the Red Sox and Yankees above, like,
yeah, it's not.
out of any
That's what
other
I'm saying,
major
like,
sport.
sports
The
is
Red
crazy.
Sox
in
and Yankees
sports,
are.
that might be a stretch in sports, but and definitely in
I think
football,
it's
for
professional sports.
NFL.
NFL,
Yeah,
NFL,
for sure.
we go NFL for sure.
Yeah, outside, I would agree to. I mean, I think the
But
baseball rivalries,
let's-
just because they've been around a lot longer, are probably a little bit more deeper and bigger.
So
Exactly.
let's put it this way: Bears Packers probably have the oldest rivalry.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
correct.
But
Last
the Bears
15
have
is-
sucked for so long. Like,
but
Yeah,
it's still a rivalry.
very true.
It's still a rivalry. But Steelers Ravens last 15 years probably the best rivalry.
I mean, it would have to
In
be
the
because Ravens are a super new franchise. So.
Right. So yeah. So last 15 years probably the best one.
All right,
But-
man.
Yeah. Go ahead. I mean, it was some other shit, but that was it.
But that wasn't the point. We want to get into this game. Joey, you went to the game. Actually, you saw it live. Give us the atmosphere. What happened? What did you see from live? Because we can see so much on TV, but you watched it live. So, give us your assessment of not only the environment that you were at, but also like what the Steelers did, what the Ravens did.
I mean, environment is crazy though. It was crazy because like in the beginning of the game, it was a little quiet. Just even
How loud
starting
were
it,
those boos?
The boos were loud, bro. The boos are loud, but
TV, right?
but the thing about those boos, it was crazy because like we'll be in the stands, and it was just so many emotions going through that game, bro. Everybody was like, "Kenny, you fucking suck! Get him out of here! Take him out!" And then he throws a dot to Pickens. It was like, "Yeah, get him the ball!" Like, great job! It's just like they'll just go crazy. But no, it was fun, man. The environment was crazy. Atmosphere was nuts. Fourth quarter, though, I can see why it's hard to play the Steelers at home, especially in the fourth quarter. Because again, when they play Renegade at the fourth quarter, I don't know what happens. The stadium goes nuts. The flags, the towel started waving. The players start getting hype. It looked like the Ravens got spooked. I don't know. Ravens look like a totally different team in the fourth quarter than the entire game. And so did the Steelers. I could say the Steelers, they could not run the ball. That was a huge problem. They couldn't run the ball.
Yes, they could. Just one guy could run it, another one couldn't.
No, they couldn't. No, like literally until the fourth quarter, they could not run the ball. Like they could not run the ball until the fourth quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, Najee had some good runs, but you're right. The other guy,
Warren, the whole day.
Najee literally had some good runs. Okay. But anyways, but yes, Warren definitely had some
his
big
5-yard carry.
Warren had some big runs that got the first down. Masterclass by Pickens. Marlon Humphrey could not stop him. Kenny Pickett, literally watching this game, I saw Kenny Pickett say, "Fuck Matt Canada, I'm going to call these plays and I'm going to run. Hurry up." And I saw him orchestrating the offense. Yes, I watched him live first half. He looked like he could make a throw. His timing was off, but when it came down to him calling his own plays and yo, get over here, get over there, he was making things happen. And I was like, bro, that's what you want from your quarterback, especially a young guy. And they got it done. The defense tore it up, man. That block punt was literally the moment y'all lost. Once that punt got blocked, I said, y'all gonna lose this game. Because that ended up a safety. The Steelers got the ball back. They came down. They got 3 points.
No, the moment I knew we were gonna lose the game is when we threw a fade route to Odell and it got picked.
Well, that was too late in the game.
What do you mean?
I was saying that was too late in the game. I already made that assessment. Y'all was gonna lose after that punt, and I even text you early. I was like, "Yo, y'all about to lose this game." And after they blocked, I'm saying from my perspective, After they blocked the punt, the momentum has changed. Y'all lost momentum because y'all had to give the ball back to them. And then go down, they get 3 points. They could have got 7. They end up getting a penalty, move them back. They get the 3 points. And then once they get the 3 points, it's literally they need another 3 to win the game. And then you guys just couldn't score. You guys couldn't score in the third quarter. You guys couldn't score in the fourth quarter. So the defense was they believed in the defense. And after that, I was like, bro, it's a wrap. Y'all not winning this game. Lamar was shook. I don't know what happened to him. He was playing well, throwing the ball very well, but a lot of drops by y'all offense. Could have been a different game if they caught the ball. But that's it.
Right, I can't stress the importance that you only take calls from your
Chubbs?
I'll say a few things on this. This game was not on Lamar Jackson, as much as people want to paint it was on. Bro, he led the league in QBR, even with the loss.
He made bad decisions.
Okay, all right.
Finish your thoughts.
Can I
He
go?
interrupted me. I had to get one in there. Go ahead.
I thought this game on coaching and well, you can't really fault backup tackles, but Wayne texted me around third quarter? Was it third quarter?
Halftime.
Yeah, it was halftime. And you said the wide receivers are selling, which they were. There was about 3 touchdowns dropped, if we're going to keep it real. That one was Zay Flowers. If he didn't trip over his feet, it was over the top. That was touchdown.
Yeah, 3.
Bateman dropped a touchdown, and Aguilar dropped a wheel route touchdown. Yeah. So, yes, that was a huge part of the game. But as soon as McCarry went down with whatever injury he went down with, the guy that's backing up Morgan Moses to begin with, Falele got it out there, and it was constant pressure on Lamar.
He was filleting.
It was constant pressure because Stanley wasn't playing that good either. All the guys that returned this week from injury had terrible games. Bateman, Stanley, Marcus Williams was the only one that didn't, but we didn't hear his name. Marlon Humphrey looked terrible. I'm not faulting it on Lamar because at the end of the day, Lamar is trying to win the game. That except for that last pass, the only thing I could really get mad at Lamar for, that Odell Beckham pass. Because if you were throwing it to him, if you think about it, if you're throwing a fade ball to him, you had to throw it closer to the either fucking towards the outside shoulder. You don't throw it inside.
They got throw back shoulder. Yeah.
So either it's going to be a nice catch or it's going to be incompletion out of bounds, and you kick 3 points before the half. Why aren't we kicking 3 points there? But they went and they talked about it. Linderbaum said it was on him that he thought Steelers defensive player went over the line, so he snapped it thinking it was going to be a free play. Great. That's still a missed opportunity for points. Steelers defense played great towards.
Second half.
They played great second half. Can't knock it. That was impressive. But if we're talking about did the Ravens lose this game or were the Steelers impressive? I think personally the Ravens lost this game. They lost. Missed points were on the field out there. 3 drop touchdowns and ability to get 6 points would have made a world difference in this game. But injuries happen. People need to step up. There's no real excuse. Lamar has to. I know it's hard when you're trying to make a play with 30 seconds left, but you got to protect the ball no matter what. But it's just a shitty situation. And the fact that First Take is going on today and saying that they think he's overpaid. Do they think they overpaid for him? That's nasty. Because again, Lamar had the best QBR out of the weekend out of every quarterback.
Would you say, this question, asking the question, would you say your offense has been underwhelming thus far?
Because the thing I'm seeing is we don't really take big shots, but when we take big shots, these guys aren't catching the fucking ball like they're supposed to.
Just a general assessment for me, first 5 weeks this year compared to first 5 weeks last year. The OC looked like he was able to do more. That's all I'm saying. But it's early. It's a new system.
Greg
So-
Roman also had 3 years with that.
I think every year Greg Roman wasn't he there for all 3
No,
years?
there was a year that we opened up, looked great against Dolphins. At the next week 2, we shit the bed.
I honestly just think y'all just dropped a lot of balls. That's what really lost y'all the game for real. Y'all had a lot of people open.
No, Zay Flowers dropped 3 big passes.
Yeah, at least 2 of them were touchdowns.
One was touchdown. 2, he caught at the 20-yard line. Could have made some shit shake, but probably would have got tackled.
Aguilar dropped a touchdown. Like,
Yep.
you know.
You can't win the game with turn the ball over that much and that many miss assignments.
Does it bother you that since entering the league, Lamar Jackson has the most turnovers in the final minute of a game?
It bothers me because it does bother me in a way. But here's the devil's advocate with that is he's trying to make a play. I understand why he's holding on to the ball longer. But sometimes this other side of it, he does it sometimes in situations where get down and we just get the 3 points and we get points. It depends on where you're at the field. If he's on the 40 going in, you cannot have those type of mishaps. But if we're talking about a minute left in the game, he needs to make a play. I can't really knock him because the fucking DN's in his face in 3 seconds.
Thank you.
So,
Are you worried that your team is not able to establish a pass rush without you guys blitzing?
are you taking that from this week? Because last week we were getting 4.
Yeah, I'm talking this week because our offensive line is not that good. And when you guys blitz, you guys got hella pressure, but I know it's a lot.
It's any given Sunday, man. Some days people, I mean, I don't know what to say because last week we were rushing 4 and getting to, I mean, it was a Dorian Thompson-Robinson, but like that was a good offensive line. So it varies. Sometimes offensive line shows up, Wayne. Sometimes they play like they never played before all season.
That's true.
But we have a lot of guys injured in that.
Ronnie got any?
Dafe didn't play and Ajabu was not playing. So,
Pumpy, got any other thoughts on that game?
Honestly, like Joe, I was with Joe when he went to the game. I wasn't in the actual game, but I actually sat and was like sitting at a local bar, like literally like down the street from the stadium. And even that the atmosphere in the bar was kind of crazy because at the beginning, when we weren't doing good, no one was saying nothing. It was quiet. There was like a Ravens fan that was trolling everyone around the bar, like he was going crazy. But like there was just like that. There was like a time I think like in the maybe halftime or third quarter. I don't know what happened.
That fumble.
I think it was a fumble or
always. Yeah.
It was some big play, and like right after that, we just caught fire on everything.
It was Justice Hill fumbling.
Yeah, so it was definitely a big. I mean, it was hard to watch at first. Definitely at the first half. Like I said, I was kind of upset about the first half, but when we caught fire, we were definitely on fire. Like if we could play like that second half, like the fourth quarter, just come out and play.
You
like
guys only do that against the Ravens.
Like,
sorry to say,
we would be very.
And we only do that at the end of games.
Yeah, like we do that all in the game. We play our
Matt
best at the end
Canada,
of the games, literally.
George Pickens scored the touchdown, and Matt Canada.
Question.
Was
besides
He was
that last
upset.
touchdown with George Pickens,
So mad
guys, I'm gonna tell you that
because Kenny Pickett called that play.
The second half, it looked like no one was listening to Matt Canada.
Good.
Bro, I just the way because we saw it in the first half what he did.
He was audible. He audible out of everything in the second
Bro,
half.
we saw in the first half what he did, and then we saw like, he's running this. And it's a consensus throughout the entire stadium. Fire Matt Canada. That's a consensus. All the fans is like, get rid of him.
There was an interesting stat that they said on the first take today. Since Matt Canada has become the OC, the Steelers have never had a game for 400 yards of total offense.
That is crazy.
Every team in the league has done it at least 4 times.
When did we hire Matt Canada?
3 years ago.
Yeah, I can see that. He is terrible.
Nasty.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Like Ravens probably not far off. They just got that should have passed the beach because of the rushing game. That's the only reason.
We seen what he did to Ben. Like I was upset to how Ben went out like those last 2 seasons. I'm like, bro, he's playing for like this trash coordinator. Like he can't even. I mean, Ben was calling a certain.
That's on Ben though. He wanted to fire Todd Haley.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know, man.
I'll just say one thing though. Pickens, besides that last Marlin catch, NFL needs to start throwing them fucking push off Pickens.
He definitely had a push off.
He had a lot of push offs.
It was so clear.
He
It was
pushed
the
off on
one.
the touchdown too.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was the one they were going the other way. It was third. It was
That's
third.
the back shoulder throw.
It was third quarter. Yeah, bro. We all looked. We was like, damn, they didn't throw that back. Hey,
He pushes off all the time. But you know,
That's
it
why
is
they
what it is.
call
Not
that-
blaming it, but
That's why they didn't call the DPI on Arthur Millette because he definitely did not look back. That was
he didn't look back at all, bro. That should have been a PI for sure.
That's why I think they didn't call it. But my assessment of the game because I didn't get it. So this was just like terrible offenses playing. This is so bad. It's crazy. Every week, the team that plays the Steelers will look like an elite defense. Every week, your defense will look elite. You will be able to pad stats when you play the Steelers. All your averages will go down. And you're gonna look better the next week. Yeah, I get excited when we get to 2-minute drill because I know that's when Matt Canada is not gonna have the play calls. I think one thing, Najee, I think we need to trade him because we're not utilizing him properly. And I also think he's not as explosive as he used to be because of all the ground and pound he took over the last 2 years. Like, I see why they don't pay running backs. But I also see when we get the ball to Najee versus when we get the ball to Jalen Warren, it's like obvious run package that we're in. So the defense is like, they're not passing the ball.
True.
I've seen Najee Harris have to break tackles in the backfield constantly, over and over and over again. But then we get into spread formation, and then it's spread out, and it's easier for Jalen Warren to run the ball. Also, I think Jalen Warren's just running a little harder too, because shit means more to him because he was undrafted. He's like a little ass Austin Eckler that knows how to run.
So wait. So you're not putting the blame on the offensive line at all for Najee?
Oh no. I am, but I'd rather just trade Najee
get
and
Najee out of there.
and one help his career, or he's gonna go down as a bust. Well, not really, because he already had 2,000-yard seasons.
1,200. I mean,
220-yard season. But I'd rather just trade him and get assets because if we're not gonna use him properly, we might as well trade him and get assets and get a second round, third round, possibly a first round pick. You said another offensive lineman because that was Broderick Jones' first start, and he actually played pretty well for his first start. One thing I need to say is I know he's like top 2 interceptions right now, but I don't want to see. Honestly, I don't know the last time I could say the Steelers had a great DB, a great cornerback.
Yeah, that's very true. Very
Like
long.
we always get people we got Joe Hayden after he was great,
After he was good, yeah.
and
That's like Ravens
Pappy
receivers.
and Levi Wallace are so disgusting when I watch them on my TV every Sunday.
You don't like Levi Wallace?
No,
He made some plays
I
this
was about
past
to
weekend.
say, man.
it's either he's
I
going
don't
to
think
get a
he's
pick
bad.
or he's going to get fucked up.
He had a PBU.
Isn't that Willie Gay? Is that what he did? He got a pick.
Willie Gay got pick
hey,
sixes, though.
put some
Oh, he got
respect
pick
on,
sixes.
put some
He
respect
did
on
get
Willie
pick
Gay's
sixes.
name. Willie
did
Gay
pick
was
sixes.
hard for a little bit. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
but
then he
hey,
has the
I'm on
most,
your
like,
type
respect
timing,
Willie,
bro.
respect Willie Gay now.
Trade
Well-
Rashad Bateman.
But the
Yeah,
thing is,
Bateman's trash.
I am going to see how we're going to do this defense because I like Benton. And with Cam Hayward out, Cam Hayward comes back, that's going to be a boost. But Larry O is too good that he can't not start as well. So
Yeah, he changed this.
It's gonna be a good rotation.
I want to see if we're going to do good rotations or we could just go out there with 5 defensive linemen. That's what the Browns did to us. Hey, the Browns did that shit. I mean, we got outside linebacker. They can go in coverage. They go in coverage all the time.
If you know, you don't need a 5-man front in the NFL.
I mean, it's 3-4.
It depends who y'all play. I could see y'all doing that with the.
Yeah, we could do that. We could put Keanu or Larry in the middle. 3 techniques.
You know who was balling for y'all though? Was it Quan Alexander?
Yeah, Quan is making some big plays. He doesn't start. He
He has
comes in
some
the rotation.
really good players.
Yeah,
out
and
there.
makes some
He
good
does.
plays.
Yeah, I like him. He's doing his thing.
And
don't-
Joey Porter Jr. needs to get more playing time.
We were talking about
Bro.
why the Steelers, because he's pretty much a first round pick.
He
So
is the first
why
round
the
pick. Basically.
Steelers
He is the first round pick.
don't start their number one draft pick, first round draft picks right away? Why?
I don't know. Najee started right away.
Oh, see, he's one. He did
TJ
start.
started right away. I don't know why they didn't
No,
start.
see, they told me TJ didn't start right
I don't
away.
think TJ started right away.
I thought TJ started right away.
Oh,
No, he
maybe
was
didn't.
rotational.
He was rotational.
And he was a second round
I
pick.
mean, he got. I mean, I
He
don't know,
was
do
a
you-
second round
do you-
pick. Though.
so
He wasn't
do
a
you-
first round
So
pick.
do you count that as like starting if you're in the rotation type? You know what I'm saying?
No.
If you're not out there first play, first
But you know how like for instance how like what was it, Joey, our our sophomore year when we were at safeties, and like it was
We
like,
didn't start, bro.
but it was
that's like when people say the backup running back just because he's on the NBC. You know, they put the two running backs on the thing that he's a starter. He's not a starter.
But
He's
y'all
just a guy.
understand how like our rotations were. You know what I'm saying? Like we had starters, but it was like how good you did last week. It wasn't like you were always given that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like one week it would be me and Joey starting at safeties, and next week it might be
I hear you.
Devin and Cody starting. You know what I'm saying? Like
I had this argument with Rennie.
I think they were going to play
Nick Boyle
just as much. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
But I don't know if he started. I mean, I thought he did the way he was playing, because I feel like he got playing time right away. But we know Pat knows everything. He said, "No, somebody got hurt," and then he came in.
Yeah, no,
Pat is an encyclopedia of Pittsburgh sports.
Yeah, he knows everything about the Steelers.
I mean,
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, no, we did list a lot of like first round draft picks that like didn't come in and start right away, but like ended up starting.
Artie Burns did.
Who?
Artie Burns.
That was a mistake.
Artie Burns did.
Artie Burns
he was
did
first
start
round. He
right
was the first
away.
rounder.
No, he was
He
a bust.
did.
But yeah, man. I mean, the rookies play good. Like what they're doing. But Baltimore, you guys can't lose games like this. It's gonna bite you in the ass. Losing to us, losing to the Colts.
Jim Harbaugh's
Hey, God, it's like what we had last year. The conversation we had.
I gotta check the spreadsheet. I feel like I had us 3-2 at this point.
How many times you're gonna be up and you allow the team to come back and you fold and?
Bruh, this has been the last 3 years.
Wait, like when it's gonna get fit? Why is John Harbaugh still a great coach in the NFL? Like, I don't get it.
Hey, he looks at analytics.
Oh my God,
analytics.
Guy can't win close games for shit, man. Come on.
You don't fuck with Jim Harbaugh, Chubbs?
It's John.
John or Jim. John.
I like John.
He's a good coach, but like he just as of late, he just been making very suspect decisions.
I will stand by.
The last two, the two losses are on Harbaugh. Like literally on Harbaugh.
I don't know. I feel like the last two losses are on your receivers dropping balls.
100%.
I would definitely say
because they dropped their ball in overtime.
If we are kicking the field goals and the points are what it is before you guys get your last points, the game's a different game.
That's true. Momentum swing.
But check this out though. If Lamar protects the ball, doesn't turn it over, while you're on that side of the field, y'all get the field goal. Say y'all don't score, y'all get the field goal. It's 13-8. So
I got a question.
Hold on, wait. It forces
I'm glad you said
to score. Wait, it forces the Steelers to want to score. Your defense was playing well. I mean, but they were still playing well enough to stop the Steelers from scoring again. So, I again, it goes down to Lamar, like, bro, protect the ball.
So, okay, great. This is my last thing to say about it. Before getting the ball back with 30 seconds, whatever it was, before that drive that the Steelers got the touchdown, the Ravens had it up 2 with 5 something left, 6 minutes or something, right?
It was 8-10. Yep.
Is it his fault when the offensive line holds and then he gets sacked and it's a long down and distance to get that first down? He goes 3 and out. That's his fault.
Wait, hold up. They were at the goal line though.
That was. I'm talking about before the block punt.
Before the block punt.
There was a drive. They had the ball. They were up 2 points.
Right.
And they went 3 and out because of it was like I think it was a hold, and then I think Lamar got sacked, and it was like It was a long down the distance for third down.
Yeah.
That's his fault.
No, it's not his fault.
It's his
But
first
there's-
for not-
But
it's
that's
his
the
first for
drive that
not-
they need. They need to get a first down to keep to ice the
I
game.
get you. I get
know
you.
what
But
I mean?
there's multiple ways you can lose a game, and obviously there's moments. That was a moment. The goal line was a moment.
Yeah.
There's
That was
many
just
moments
shitty
y'all
play
could have.
calling.
There's many moments y'all could have won. But as a quarterback, I don't want you throwing an interception in the red zone.
He has to throw a better ball, at least.
Throwing an interception in the red zone is the worst thing a quarterback can do.
Yeah.
Like,
That is a
so,
fact.
Especially in a game like that, like that's what the game's gonna be known for. Like that's like no matter what happened during the game, like you're gonna be known for throwing.
And then people are going first take saying he's worth the money. Like when
Exactly.
And
he's
Chubbs-
really not
and-
playing
and
bad
Chubbs-
this year.
And Chubbs,
He's
the
really
funny,
not playing
and
bad.
Chubbs, the funny thing is, you talking about before the block punt? That
It was like
that
5 or 6.
holding?
It was like 5 or 6 minutes left
It
in the
wasn't.
game.
No,
We were up
actually,
2. I
it was a 3 and out. No, wait. So it was a 3 and out. They punt the ball. The dude fumbled on the punt, and then y'all got the ball back in that situation.
That's what happened.
And then
Yeah.
he still folded in that
Well,
situation.
that's play calling, though.
Well,
John-
leave it to it. Not
John-
execution.
John
Not
Harbaugh
execution.
calls
It's
the
like
plays.
Yeah, you got to get points in that circumstance.
John Harbaugh calls the offensive plays.
no, he doesn't.
No, but he does have the
Well, Chubbs,
decision.
did you wanted them to? So they weren't trying to settle for 3. They're trying to go for a big one. I mean, I think throwing a fade route is not a bad idea because
No.
typically it's either a catch or not a catch. Lamar
That
just
was
threw
just
a
a
terrible
bad throw.
ball.
Yeah, I
personally
mean, and he did the Odell. I mean,
He's washed. Can we come on here and say
Personally,
Odell's
He's
washed?
washed, but I mean, like on a fade route,
personally
you know,
on
I
that
might.
3rd and goal, I would have liked a run play.
Chubbs,
I
he's
would-
not hitting. He's not hitting any of those incentives.
We were running the
Who,
ball.
Lamar?
No,
No,
Odell.
Odell.
Oh,
I don't give
no,
a fuck.
no.
Yeah, it helps
No.
us. I don't care.
yeah,
He
he's
only signed
washed,
1
man.
year, right?
Yeah. He's not gonna be here next year.
That nigga's not gonna be here.
He's not gonna be here next year.
Goodbye.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to the next game, man. The 49ers absolutely stomped the Cowboys. So my question for you guys is Brock Purdy a top 10 quarterback? And is Dak officially out of the top 10? Joey.
I mean, I guess if you put it that way, if he is a top 10, he probably takes Dak Prescott's spot. But this is the thing about Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy doesn't have to play against the 49ers defense ever.
He don't.
I mean, he practices what he gets, but that it doesn't count. It's not on his records. It's nothing like that.
He don't.
But for Dak to play now, let's talk about. I mean, we want to talk about Cowboys play bad. I mean, not Cowboys. Dak played bad, but let's talk about the Cowboys. Like their defense, we thought was a very elite defense, got thrashed. Like Brock Purdy was playing with them, doing trick plays, or throwing a wide open people. Even then, when people were covered, he was putting in tight spots. Yeah, I was just like, bro, like it was just bad overall. Yeah, Dak played bad, but what quarterback did not play bad
Against the 49ers?
Like there is literally the best defense. They're elite from D-line linebackers to their DBs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like nothing. Yes, I would like him to play better. I root for the guy. I want him to play better, but it was bad. I mean, one of those picks wasn't on him. That's what a lot of those picks that we saw last year was like that. It bounced off the dude's chest, bounced right into a 49ers guy hand. The rest was just bad throws, man. He was just making some bad throws, bad decisions. But 49ers look like the real deal. It looked like the people that's going to come out the NFC for a championship, man. Brock Purdy looks great, but he is not an MVP. There's still one guy ahead of him, and he wears aqua and orange on Sundays, sometimes Mondays. So, no, he's not the MVP.
He getting there, though.
He's a candidate. But he ain't
getting
the
there. He wins football games.
He's a candidate. He ain't the favorite. Candidate. Nope.
How is he not an MVP candidate, but Tua?
I say he's a candidate, but he's not the favorite.
He's not a candidate.
Why is Tua the favorite over him when Tua is second in the league in interceptions?
Tua second in the league in interceptions because he threw 2 picks last week. But also we gotta remember that Tua has played better defenses versus.
I don't think I'm putting.
Tua has not played better defenses.
I said Brock. He played better
Brock played better defenses
versus Tua.
Yes.
Oh,
Brock has played the Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys defense.
So Dallas Cowboys defense did not look like Dallas
That's
Cowboys.
because of Brock Purdy and the 49ers. That's why they didn't look
or is it Kyle Shanahan? Because Kyle Shanahan, the way he was running plays, because they were running trick plays, bro. They were literally running trick plays. So like Kyle Shanahan's an offensive genius. So
Brock Purdy's top 5 right now is MVP odds.
He is. I say he's a candidate.
Tua is second.
Tua's still up there. So I'm saying like Tua
Who's
is
one?
also
Patrick
Mahomes still
It's
there.
Patrick, Tua,
How is he-
Jalen, Josh
Patrick
Allen,
Mahomes-
and Purdy.
Patrick Mahomes is what? How?
It says I'm just looking at 2023, 2024 MVP odds, and they got him.
I literally have him
fifth
on my fantasy, bro. He literally gets me like 15 points a week, bro. There's no way.
But they have different betting
I know.
betting sites that have the odds. So people rank higher than other people in certain sites.
I was like honestly, Jared Goff is like I think having a better season. This man's like
they still got Aaron Rodgers' name on the list. I don't know about that.
Aaron Rodgers because he's the GOAT. You always gotta put the GOAT on there. No matter what, he could be injured. He could come back one game and.
But not draft. But DraftKings got
no. That ass Brock Purdy is playing the best.
Brock Purdy has the same Super MVP odds as Josh Allen.
No interceptions.
He has no interceptions.
He has no interceptions on the year.
Oh wow.
1,200 yards.
Who's this receiver?
Now he is a Christian McCaffrey dump off merchant. I will agree with that.
He dumps it off to Christian McCaffrey a lot. I see. I mean, I would too though.
Christian McCaffrey takes screens to the house a lot.
And I mean, I have Deebo Samuel too. I mean, honestly,
But he's making big plays.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, he played the Dallas. He played the Steelers.
Christian McCaffrey is actually in MVP odds too.
I would say he's been balling. But honestly, Brock Purdy's playing top 5 right now.
What's the Steelers defense ranking right now?
So we're not a good defense, Joey. We're really gonna do this?
I'm saying, what's your rankings though?
I'll look at a defensive ranking
because you're saying the top defense. I'm like, what's really our rankings? Because y'all was giving up like 30 points. So like, I'm just asking.
Right now, let's see.
Our defense is always difficult to play against because we don't.
I agree. I am just saying.
TJ Watt.
Y'all played one good defense,
but what I am saying.
All right, so are we looking up? Are you looking up yards?
We played the Patriots when they still had Christian Gonzalez. Okay. And we also played the Bills, where they were playing a very good game.
Still in passing and
all right, Dallas had a top 2 defense.
Dallas had a top 2 defense. All right, so yeah, Dallas had a top 2 defense, but when we look at Dallas,
and we was week 1, so I don't.
Week 1 exactly.
Hey, Dwayne, I ain't gonna cap. I'm looking at total defense through week 4.
Yeah, defensive rankings is not that. I don't
You're
think that great.
Out of 32, they got the Steelers at 30.
It's not. That's what I'm saying. Like who is balling for real is TJ Watt.
The top 5 defenses in the NFL.
I mean, we only got messed up by 2 teams. Our 2 losses are literally.
Yeah, but the top 5 is Browns, Cowboys, Ravens.
Because Raiders didn't do shit against us. Baltimore didn't do shit against us.
Yeah, but
the Browns didn't do shit.
I gave up a lot of yards against the Raiders.
That's the yards, the average. That's what you guys have given up the most yards per average. I mean, 30th yards per average.
What about
you're giving up 400 yards a game.
I mean, points. The team's
touchdowns allowed. You've given up 10 touchdowns this year.
Yeah, I care more about like the points per game average.
This is total defense. I'm going. All right, passing defense. You guys rank.
Now I just want to know points,
defense,
and giving up points. How many?
Scoring defense. Oh, sorry, scoring defense. That's if you score a touchdown. It's not giving me. It's not giving me points allowed. No.
I think points allowed is probably. I'm gonna say probably around. Just looking at the scores of your games, you're probably around like 22, 24.
Now you guys giving up 10 touchdowns this year.
No, I'm talking about points per game because they gave up 30, then they gave up 22, they gave up 18, then they gave up 30 again, and then gave up 10.
Yeah. We're at 17.
17. Okay. Cool. I said 22.
Cleveland's number 2.
Y'all number 1? We're giving up 7.
San Fran's 1.
Okay. Cool. I mean,
San Fran's 1, Cleveland's 2, Dallas is 6, 7. But this is like as of today.
Yeah, as of today.
So let's do it as of Saturday. So Dallas was number 1, and Dallas was 1. Damn, Bucks are a good ass defense.
They do.
You said who? The Bucks?
Yeah.
That's why when we were saying, like, somebody has said, I think the Steelers roster is better than the Ravens roster. I was just like, I don't know.
That was John. John has been saying very well.
Yeah.
John said that.
Yeah, I don't take anything he
I
says.
was
He's
like,
the greatest
what?
all over football.
All right, but question for so we're saying Purdy is not above Tua right now. MVP.
No, I don't think so.
If we're doing off stats, no.
I think in general, I don't think so.
I mean, I feel like because that's.
I feel like Brock Purdy hasn't had the privilege. I think Brock Purdy's 42 points versus his 4 touchdown performance versus the Cowboys is way more impressive than the 70 points versus the worst defense in the league.
ESPN got you guys at 19 right now
Defense.
for defense.
Okay. I mean, yeah. That's impressive. I can see that, but let's talk about the 3 turnovers that his defense got, and they also scored a touchdown. They also,
as you can tell from the Ravens game, turnovers don't always equal points.
Of course, turnovers doesn't always equal points, but at the same time, y'all barely turned the ball. There was barely. Let's be real. There was like 3 turnovers that game. That Cowboys
mainly. You're talking about the Cowboys, yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about the Steelers Ravens game. There was like 3.
I came from the Ravens mainly.
The 3, yeah, literally, 2 of them came from the Ravens. Yeah, I think
Kenny didn't throw any picks, and I was kind of surprised.
No, right, exactly. So.
But when you
throws picks, I'm sorry, he throws picks.
When you look at what happened with the 49ers defense, the 49ers defense is going to put Brock Purdy in the best situation of what.
And you know what's crazy? He capitalizes. Unlike Dak,
we're not talking about Dak. We're comparing him to Tua. Let's not bring up Dak because Dak does not compare right now.
I feel like
Dak does not compare right now. We can't compare Dak to.
No, I'm talking to because I want to get back to Dak because. The Cowboys offense should be the stellar, great offense. And unless their defense puts them in the most perfect situations, they have been very underwhelming. They have realistically looked like the Steelers offense.
Dak doesn't look that good.
They look bad.
They have a good offensive line too, right?
They do.
Yes.
They got good receivers. They got good running back.
Yeah,
they got the whole package.
No, like but
let's be real. I think Pollard is not playing as what people expect him to play.
But Dak get paid more.
Maybe
money,
this week
he's supposed to be making them plays, bro.
So I'm just saying, they're playing a great defense. That defense, we said that defense from top to bottom is elite.
I've been telling you when Dak runs into the 49ers.
I feel like he's throwing like an interception every week so far.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't.
He hasn't.
He's been very conservative.
He's been very conservative.
What's their record right now?
Their record, that was their second game they lost.
I think they're 3-2. Yep.
Because they lost to the Cardinals.
Yeah, lost the Cardinals.
Yeah, lost the Cardinals. But hey, I mean, I'm just saying they play a really tough team. Brock Purdy, again, his defense, he's great. He's a great quarterback. I'm just saying you are in a great situation. Probably in the best situation.
49ers will beat the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, that's understood.
It's just like, okay, cool. And I think that's what people are looking at. That's why he's still 5. Like, yo, you're playing great, but your team is amazing. We said
the same thing about the Cowboys defense. So that's why I can't give you that excuse because the Cowboys defense coming in, if the 49ers were 1, the Cowboys were 2.
But I gave y'all that, though.
Okay, all right.
I said, yo, the Cowboys defense has always been good. They're gonna put them in situations. I just said I've been the person that I want Dak to play better. I think obviously he's not playing great now. He's gonna play better soon, but I don't know. He's let me down. So. I don't know what to do. With that. Guys hurting me, man. I don't know if I can root for you.
I mean, they're 3-2, so you really can't say like what.
There's still a lot of season left.
You know what I'm saying? There's only 5 games.
Well, first of all, he let me down last year in the playoffs. So
he's gonna let you down again this year.
So I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I do like Dak to a certain extent. But I think there is like a quarterback curse on the Cowboys. I think there's a number that's floating around. I think that the Cowboys haven't made it past the first round in the playoffs in maybe 9 or 10 years now.
No, it's been a long time, a very long time.
Even Tony Romo, he only made it to the playoffs one time and got knocked out the first round, I believe. I do not. I'm very biased to the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys. I think that they have always been overrated. Yes, their numbers might say one thing. But there was a point in time where people were telling me that Tony Romo was a elite quarterback, and I'm like, how? He has not been to. He don't playoff. No, okay, numbers are important to a certain extent, but if you're putting up so many good numbers in the regular season, like why is it not contributing to the postseason where it really actually matters? Like, I don't think you can be an elite quarterback and not win playoff games. Or go to the playoffs. Like I like your team can be so good every year, but like you're not making it past the playoffs. Tony Romo spent how many years with the Cowboys? Like he was only at the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
Like 1 year that you made it to the playoffs, you got knocked out the first round, bro. And then every year you're fighting with the Philadelphia Eagles, the Commanders now, the Giants.
I don't know why we should not talk about the Commanders. Commanders are not that.
Well, the Redskins back then. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, yeah, but there would be games where they would be up there with them. Like their division was crazy back in the day. How like it would be they could all be like 4-6 at one point fighting for a damn playoff spot.
But that's the thing though. That's the thing though about divisional games. Even though the Browns are the Browns, it's
Those
still
games
gonna
matter.
be.
It's important.
Yeah, it's still gonna be like a game, like a division game where you like both teams are gonna go hard regardless.
Right.
So
yeah.
I think the Commanders, like that's how we feel about the Jets, bro. Like the Dolphins and Jets, like it's like, bro, we don't think y'all really good, but we know this game is gonna be hard.
But pretty much what I'm trying to say is like I do like Dak to a certain extent. I do wish he was on a different team. I think he would do a lot better on a different team. But I just don't like how like the Cowboys are always just the Cowboys. Like they're like you know, like I don't know, they can have their team can be good every single year. Like I honestly think they probably had one of the best rosters on paper in the last like 7 years. Like we're always talking about their team being good in the preseason or on paper, or like how good their offense and defense is, or their offensive line or defense or whatever. But it's just like it never contributes to anything but like just numbers in the regular season. So it's like, are they like, and this is consistent every year. So it's like, I mean, yeah, I'm very biased towards the Cowboys, but I just feel like their numbers show that, you know, there's a lot of things that are going wrong. I mean, Jerry Jones is a NFL mogul. You know, he makes things happen. I think that his franchise is worth like a couple billion now or something like that now. But like they're not putting nothing up in the postseason, bro. They're not dropping dropping no numbers in the postseason. They ain't dropping no teams. Like they can be a 10 and like whatever. They can end up 18-0 and like go to the postseason. I would probably still bet against them in their first game. Like honestly, whoever they play, just because like I know that like they're not a playoff team. They're not a playoff franchise. Well, okay, recently they're not a playoff franchise, I would say. But also very biased by the Cowboys. So I'm just with me. But I do like Dak. I wish he was on a different team. But I think as long as he's a Cowboy, he's going to be held under check, I would say, for sure. Because it's like he has all the weapons he got now, so there's no excuse. Like his receivers are crazy. I mean, Pollard, you know, is not. I don't think he's in Ezekiel right now, but I mean, they let Ezekiel go for this nigga or for this guy. So like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? So.
I agree with everything you said, Rennie. I just think I used to be a Dak guy. You know what?
You muted yourself.
You muted yourself again.
I was always a Dak hater. Always a Dak hater.
Oh, really?
And then the Dak hate got too strong, so I was trying to go onto the bandwagon. But I should have stayed over there. He is Kirk Cousins on the Dallas Cowboys. That's all he is.
Like why you just can't have bad games?
But their team is still 3-2 right now, though. So it's not
Joey,
like
he has not played good this entire season.
What do you mean he hasn't played good?
Or 5 weeks in, he has not played good.
What's his numbers look like?
The defense has scored more points than he has.
Anybody got his numbers though?
Like the defense, that's crazy for you to say that.
Dak Prescott, what's his numbers?
I'm about to look at it right now, bro. He's crazy that he would say that, bro.
Dak's been very average.
So you telling me his defense scored 6 touchdowns?
Bro, Dak's
damn there.
Dak's
His defense is not.
Bro, he has
barely
one more
1,000
touchdown and
yards, 5
interception,
touchdowns,
Joey.
4 interceptions. So
Say-
he's really
say-
not
say that-
doing anything.
Say that
Bro,
one more
he
time,
threw
Joe.
3 interceptions last game. Y'all making
He
it
has
seem like this
1,000
man
yards
throughout 5
through
weeks.
5
He was
games,
just
5
throwing
touchdowns,
picks.
4 interceptions.
Like, no, he threw 3 interceptions
He has a
last
ta-
week.
he has a-
Before he played the 49ers, he had 1 interception and 4 touchdowns. Like,
And
so
now,
what?
and now he has 5.
Now he has 5
and
touchdowns and 4 like
interceptions.
he literally ran into one badass weekend. It was just a bad week. It was a shitty weekend for Dak Prescott. It was just so bad, and he just ran a bad game. And I think people are over exaggerating at week 5, playing one of the best defense. They're playing one of the best balls right now. They are undefeated. What do you thought was going to happen?
No. The 49ers are crazy. They
like,
wild.
it's a great team. Like,
It happens every time we see him.
yes. Like, literally, Dallas Cowboys, history-wise, has bad games against 49ers. Yes, historically,
So-
he just broke a record by getting beat by the most amount of points of Dallas 49ers game. But it's what it is, man. I think we're over-exaggerating about Dak. He was fine before this game happened. We're like, oh, look at him now. Look at
You
him.
said he
No.
was fine. You said he was fine before the game happened.
Yeah,
So
he
the
was fine
defense-
before this game
The
happened.
defense has scored 3 touchdowns.
He scored 5.
Bro,
He's turned the
That's
ball over
bad.
4 times though.
3 times in one game. I'm saying we could use whatever we're gonna use.
I'm not even talking about the turnovers. I'm just talking about like he's been playing bad, bro. He's playing
How is
bad.
he playing bad though? His QBR rating isn't bad. He's not.
He's
but
done
he's
for
not.
1,000 yards already.
He's not playing terrible. We're in week 5. He threw for 1,000. He has 5 touchdowns. Hey, you're muted. But I'll get first game played pretty. He didn't play great. Second game versus the Jets versus 8. The second game versus you're still muted. The second game.
Joey has the same stats as Kenny Pickett.
What do you mean he has the same second game versus Kenny Pickett?
He has the same stats as Kenny
So what
Pickett.
does that mean?
He's ass.
If Kenny's
That's
ass, he's ass. Because y'all niggas,
That is crazy.
Y'all be on Kenny. Y'all be on Kenny's ass.
This guy has played 3.
He has the same stats as
He's
Kenny
played-
Pickett, and Kenny
Bro,
Pickett didn't
he
play.
played 3 top defenses.
Kenny Pickett got a Matt Canada though.
The Jets, the New England, and San Francisco.
The Jets defense is kind of
Wayne, you're still
underrated
muted.
now though.
You're
They
still
weren't-
muted. Wayne, you're still muted.
Same thing with Kenny Pickett. San Fran, the Browns, and the Ravens.
They play some tough teams. It's a tough defense. How can you not give these people great? They're playing tough.
And then he played the
defenses.
Cardinals and only scored a touchdown and 3
And
interceptions.
then we're talking about the Cardinals are not playing better than what we were expecting. Them boys.
That
came
doesn't
out
mean
going
they're good,
crazy.
Joey.
Yes, they. What you mean? They are playing. They're literally one player away from competing in their division.
You talking about the
Like,
Cardinals?
The Cardinals, they are playing well. Like James Conner just got hurt. That's probably the worst thing that can happen for them. They can literally.
But what you mean? You already know he's gonna
Like-
get hurt. He gets hurt every year. You
Yeah,
know
but
this.
Joshua Dobbs was playing well. James Conner was scoring a touchdown every single game. Was that dude? Marquise Brown was having good games. Like the defense was playing better than
Yeah,
normal
1
than
and
what we
4.
expected.
They still got Buda Baker, right?
Yeah, they still have him there. So I'm just like, bro, what are we talking about? Like it's Sunday.
Bro, they would
Any
have won
game-
the game, bro. Stop. They would be 0-5 if the Cowboys didn't fucking
It's
suck.
but Wayne, but every game that they played, they were in. Well, am I
They
wrong?
weren't in the game yesterday. They weren't in the game versus 49ers. They were
Top
in the game.
defense.
The
Top
Giants.
defense. Who they played yesterday?
They played the Bengals, not a top defense.
Not a top defense, but a good offense. Jamar Chase scored 3 touchdowns.
Why CDM ain't do that?
Why? Because he played against the freaking 49ers.
No, I'm talking about their versus the Cardinals.
Yeah,
Where's
who's the
All right, Wayne, listen, man. Again, you can have a bad week. They man had a bad week, and
They
they
had
ran
a bad weeks for 5 weeks
how they had a bad week for 5 weeks, and they are 3-2.
because the defense has been putting them in favorable positions.
Right. All right. Perfect. Because the offense wouldn't do shit. The offense, they wouldn't win. Let's just let the defense play. They won't win. They will win games if the offense don't play on the field. They need the offense, and the offense score touchdowns. You act like they don't have Tony Pollard.
They're
also
not
scoring
scoring touchdowns. They're kicking field goals.
So Tony Pollard's not scoring touchdowns.
They got 5 touchdowns on the year rushing.
and then 5 passing. That's 10
Sorry,
total
4
touchdowns.
rushing, 5 passing.
4 rushing, 5 passing. So 9 total offensive
And
touchdowns.
divide that by 2, Joey. Divide that by 5. It's less than 2 touchdowns a game
And they're still winning games.
because of the defense.
The defense only scored 3 touchdowns.
Joey, they're scoring less than 2 touchdowns a game, and they're kicking hella field goals.
It's winning games. What are we talking about?
Not when they need to score, it's not winning them games. So when they play bum ass offenses, of course that's going to win them games. But when they play a good offense, they get 42 put on their head. They can't keep the score up.
Who did they?
All I'm
who did
saying
they
is-
play this
So,
As long as
so my thing is, if they play a good offense and they get scored on so much, is the defense really that great? Now, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Because
I would
what
say
Brock Purdy
I would
did was crazy the way he did. It was like, oh, this defense looks fool. They look crazy right now. This does not look like the Dallas Cowboys defense we were talking about. But like
or
you
is
said, when they
Brock
play
Purdy
as offense,
or is Brock Purdy just that good?
you just said they dropped 42 on their head. What did the Cardinals do? What Cardinals do to them? They look
Like
fool
30.
when the Cardinals was playing them. Tell me. What happens to Dak when his defense doesn't help? He doesn't play well.
What happened
When
to
his-
the defense
when his
when
defense-
Dak doesn't help?
No, when his defense plays bad, Dak plays bad. Am I wrong?
Joey, I'm looking at this.
Am I wrong?
I think you muted again.
You muted yourself again.
Still
I'm
muted.
looking at the statistics right now, and Dak has been. This defense is just carrying them. The offensive yards they're giving up is,
If the
come
defense
on, man.
plays,
It's just ridiculous.
Wayne,
Third down
they're 3-2.
conversions
Every time the defense play bad, Dak play bad. That's it.
because Dak is contagious.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's Dak's fault. That's
Get that
nuts,
Dak.
man.
Not that.
Man, it's always Dak's fault.
If it was
All right,
Dak's
man.
fault, they would have been 0-5 right now.
Get
All
that
right,
back.
let's go ahead and before we get out of here, talk about the AFC East real quick. So the Bills lose, Dolphins regain position, right? Joey already said who's MVP.
Yeah.
But my real question is, I wish DL was here.
Hmm.
I said something in the beginning of this year that this is looking like it may be the last year
Mm-hmm.
Hot seat.
for Bill Belichick. Hot seat for him.
Mm. You think so?
And right now,
You think that?
Yes, they
I'm
need to get
proving
rid of him.
myself to be true.
They need to get rid of him.
I do think this team is making Mac Jones look worse than he actually is.
Well, that's
Rex,
kind
I
of
think
bold.
Rex Ryan said put Mac Jones on the 49ers. Mac Jones looked like completely different.
Wait, so
quarterback.
are y'all saying
Wait,
that this
any
is
quarterback.
actually
There was an interesting stat I heard today because Bill Belichick is the GM and he's the coach. In the past 23 years since he's been doing that, he has only drafted 2 Pro Bowlers, and they were a special team specialist and a punter. So the question is, should
Hold
he
on,
be
Mac Jones
fired?
Mac Jones won the Pro Bowl not too long ago.
What are you talking? Wait, what?
I saw-
Mac Jones wasn't.
I saw him run
Jones
some
is a
rushing
Pro
yards.
Bowler.
He was,
He was an injury pickup. That don't.
nah, he's still a
He
Pro
was
Bowler.
definitely a Pro Bowler, though.
No, bro. No.
Ty Huntley a Pro Bowler. He a Pro Bowler.
Injury position don't count, bro.
Injury replacement don't count. So,
He played in a Pro Bowl account.
question for you guys: should Bill Belichick be fired as a GM or just be a coach, or should he be fired in general? Because right now, I was one of the people that said it was all Brady. It was all Bill Belichick. Brady was a Belichick merchant. Right now, it's looking like Belichick was a Brady merchant. His record without Brady is below 500
Mm-hmm.
all time. So, was Belichick truly a Brady merchant?
No, I disagree.
What percentage would you give it?
50-50.
This is what I would do with Bill Belichick. I would relieve him of his duties from being a GM. I would let him walk away from being the head coach. I'd still have him be like the president of football operations or something like that, though, but not GM.
So you think
Why we don't have the same energy for John
For who?
Because Harbaugh still wins football games.
Harbaugh?
He's not the GM.
No, but
No,
why we don't have
no.
the same energy for coaching wise? because
he actually wins games.
He wins games because he has the talent on as a quarterback. Now, let's be real. Let's be real. If Lamar Jackson was not in that situation, and that defense was only good,
John Harbaugh said if Lamar didn't save,
Lamar saved Harbaugh's career.
That's what I'm trying to say. Why are we not giving John Harbaugh the same treatment? Because he has Lamar, he can't finish these games. He disappoints at the end of the year, and we're talking about Bill Belichick, where he said, "Yo, he only drafted 2 Pro Bowlers. So what? The guy he drafts and he creates on that defense doesn't matter. Every single year, that defense is a good defense. The way he runs that defense, he's still a coach. He's still a great coach, matter of fact. So with the guys he put on there, they might not be Pro Bowlers, but they're balling and they're good enough to win games. And that defense also won him championships. So that's why I say it's 50-50. So when we go back and we talk about, Mac Jones is not Lamar, right? And I'm comparing them to because good defense, okay offense. Mac Jones is not Lamar, right? And you said it multiple times. Lamar has saved John Harbaugh. So if you put them in a situation, even you provide them the receivers, like even the receiver, the Patriots guy's not even good. And that's all
Belichick's fault.
But all I'm saying is Bill Belichick also does not call the offensive plays.
He made Matt Patricia offensive coordinator, though.
Okay, yes. If he made Matt Patricia the offensive coordinator, blame Mike Tomlin. We blame Mike Tomlin for getting Matt Canada. Blame John Harbaugh for that other OC, that Greg Roman, right? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Keep the
same
energy.
Difference is with Greg Roman, he was leading the top 10 offenses.
But people were complaining. He still got rid of him though, didn't he?
That is correct.
Right, exactly. So I'm just saying, keep the same energy. But when we're talking about this guy, Bill Belichick, this man can make something out of nothing. And I think that's bigger.
He's not making something out of nothing.
No. So the reason why it's still magnified.
Not getting Pro Bowlers. He's getting guys that are not drafted very
Joey,
high.
Joey, the magnifying glass is on him.
We're talking about now. Like, this is the thing, bro. Like, you have 2, let's say, since Brady left, 3 bad seasons. You have 3 bad seasons since Brady left. You just lost a Hall of Famer. You have not found a way to replace your Hall of Fame quarterback. The Steelers are going through the same thing. You have not found a way to replace your Hall of Fame quarterback with a top defense. They're going through that stuff, man. And they're literally a game away from the playoffs last year. So I'm just feel like, bro, like, what are we really talking about?
But now how they're starting this year?
They're starting bad. Yes, they started bad this year, Wayne. Of course they're starting bad this year, but they just lost their top pick for the year. They lost some defensive players for the year. Like, how are we saying, like, just chop it up? Bill's like, that's crazy, man.
Bro, I'm saying he's done. He's done. He should be done. Sorry. The reason why it's people are like this so magnified on him, particularly
because he ran Tom Brady out.
Right. He did that, and he's won how many Super Bowls in our lifetime? And finally, you're seeing what he is as a coach without his biggest asset.
That, bro, again, I missed the whole.
And the thing is, But the thing is, he stresses. The reason why he doesn't get some of these guys that make his team better, like these other programs, is he has the Patriot way, and not all players are built for the Bill Belichick Patriot way. Maybe that shit is long overdue. It's time to get out of the league.
And that's crazy. That's crazy because
it's not working.
No, players literally around the league will say, I will love to play for Bill Belichick. And the players that play for Bill Belichick say, I will love to still play for Bill Belichick again. That's why players go back. And then he drafted these guys. And again, he drafted guys. He put guys in situations. Injuries happen. Season happens. It's football. Like, shit's going to happen. You're going to lose players. You can attest to that for the Ravens. Injuries happen. It changes the way you play your football games.
Yes. And you know why I would say Harbaugh is such a great coach? The past 3 years, yes, injury's been a big thing, but the Ravens have always been in it with those second, third, fourth stringers. They've always been in winning games and being right in the playoff hunt. Cannot say the same thing for New England
You
Patriots.
cannot say the same thing for him. But guess what? He didn't have a Calais Campbell going out there doing things as well on the defense. He don't have a Roquan Smith. He didn't have a Marlon Humphreys. He don't have those guys.
My boy,
He
we
don't.
had Tyler Huntley and Anthony Brown winning games for the Ravens.
Yes, but what I am saying, your defense, you still have those big names.
You still have a great
guys.
defense.
You're winning games with the fifth,
He
sixth
still had
rounders out there.
Defense. Wait. I'm saying he still had a great defense, but his defensive guys recently just got hurt. When he played the Miami Dolphins, where we said the best show on earth, the best offense, we had problems versus that defense. That's what I'm saying. And then those same guys that were playing that week got hurt. He missed 3 guys.
But to have back-to-back games where you got your ass blown out, pause, no homo.
All right,
you got your
ass.
ass.
His guys are not there. It's okay.
Bro, it's still the NFL. It's Bill Belichick. When's the last time Bill Belichick's been getting blown the fuck out? Back to back.
It's new to us, and that's why we're saying he needs to go. And
yes, bro, maybe it's time to hang it up. That's what we're saying.
Just because it happened a couple times doesn't mean like, yo, chop it up, bro. It's over. Y'all telling me so I missed 3 or 4 shots in 2K. Yo, stop shooting.
Hey, bro. People in the NFL have gotten fired for less.
But not Bill. Bill is different. You're not
Bill got
fire
cash. Don't do that. Yeah, Bill got the cash.
Like, you're fucking crazy, man. Come on. Stop. Hey, put respect on Bill's name, bro.
Yeah,
What do you from a Texans didn't even get 1 year?
I don't know.
Bill didn't even get 1 year from the Texans. Guy that was with the Ravens coach staff. They fired him after that year.
Yeah, he was black. It was different.
They ain't last the season.
That's a different conversation. Let's go.
Again, that's Bill Belichick. You can't compare him to these other guys.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, that's really all that I have for this episode, man. Y'all got any predictions for tonight? No Aaron Jones. Got Packers, Raiders.
To have like a career night. I need 30 points tonight, Romeo. 30.
Masterclass, Joe Love.
I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna step up on this one and say, if Devontae can get going, it's actually gonna be a crazy. I'm gonna love to see Devontae versus Jair. It's gonna be crazy.
Man, that is gonna be a good ass match.
But
Jair's back, right?
Huh?
Jair's back, right?
Yeah, Jair's back. I think Rashawn is back. I don't think so. I don't think Rashawn Gary's back yet. But Aaron Jones is out. So AJ Dillon has to have a good night, I believe, to help Jordan Love, because our running game has been non-existent for 5 games. Literally has not. Aaron Jones got injured like the second game. He came back the last 2 games or like that, and then he only had like 30-something yards, and AJ Dillon has been averaging like 20 yards a game. So like, yeah, if we're gonna win this game, I think, because the Raiders have a good defense, I believe. Max Crosby's been doing his thing, right?
Good pass rush.
Good pass rush, yeah. I believe Bakhtiari's still out too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's our best left tackle, and I believe our left guard's out too. Or Jenkins, he might be back. I'm not sure about him yet, but yeah, if we can get our running game going, we will be okay. But if we can't, I think it's going to be really hard for us to win, especially if Devontae gets going. But I don't know who the Raiders quarterback is.
Is Christian Watson playing?
I do not know about that.
Yes.
He was hurt last week. So.
Yeah, no, he's been hurt. He's been hurt for I don't think this might be his first or second game this season so far. Okay. I think he got hurt the first game. But Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Reed, I do believe that our tight end, what's his name again? I forget our tight end.
Musgrave.
Yeah, I think he's out still. But
didn't you have Robert Tonyan?
Yeah, Robert Tonyan plays for the Bears now. We drafted 2 big ass tight ends in the draft this year. I forgot the other
Tyler
one.
Croft.
Yeah, Croft. He's not as good as Musgrave, but Musgrave was like 6'8". So, our defense might have a hard time, but I think we will be okay. Hopefully, like I said, Rashawn's back, but I know Jair's back. So it'll be fun to watch him play against Devontae. That's gonna be fun to watch. But yeah, if we can't run the ball, we're gonna lose. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
No,
because it's gonna make it one-dimensional. Max Crosby's just gonna go crazy. I feel like because we don't have no offensive lineman right now. So
I gotta get to a hot start. Because if let's say
Yeah,
the Raiders go up 14,
yeah,
it's gonna be tough.
yeah. I don't. What's our record? What are we 3-2?
2-2.
2-2.
2-2.
Y'all defense just has to play well because the Raiders can run the ball. Obviously, they could throw the
Yeah,
ball.
yeah, exactly.
Aiden O'Connell still he looked decent last week.
Yep.
So yeah, I just got to. Jordan Love's gonna have to throw some quick passes because I agree you guys haven't been able to establish a run game really.
Yeah, the run
But the Raiders' deep run defense isn't that good, so you guys should be able to establish it versus them.
Right, but it just sucks that Aaron Jones is out because Aaron Jones is a completely different runner than AJ Dillon. AJ Dillon's literally like, just like get the ball, run straight ahead, just step on and run over everyone in front of you. Aaron Jones is going to give you that receiver out the backfield type, like off tackle, inside zone, traps.
He's just better. He's
just way better. Like he helps Jordan Love out so much, but AJ Dillon is just so like I don't know. I'm a fan, but it's just like he's just not. I just don't think he's I don't know. I don't think he's it right now. We might need to ship him somewhere for real because they were splitting runs. They were splitting the carries and shit back there for some reason. I don't know why, because they both were doing terrible this year. But we'll see though. We definitely need to get the run game going. But
All right,
go
guys.
Go Pack, go.
End of the episode, man. We appreciate everybody that came through and listened. Till next time, we'll see y'all. We'll holla.